Looking for fresh new gear? Roland's got what you need. Welcome to the Roland Users Group 2002 new product video. Your chance to see what's new from Roland and Boss.
Now, for 2002, Roland brings this amazing technology to bass players. Bassists, get ready. Here comes the new Roland V-Bass. With the V-Bass, virtually any bass guitar equipped with a Roland GK2B divided pickup can sound like almost any bass and amp combination. The V-Bass offers bassists incredibly accurate Cosm sound models of world-famous electric, acoustic, upright, and fretless basses, including virtual body and pickup type and virtual pickup placement. Add in Cosm bass amp and speaker cabinet modeling, plus amazing synth bass sound models, bass effects, and both XLR and quarter-inch outs. The modern bassist now has a truly unlimited palette of bass sounds at the press of a pedal. The Roland V-Bass. There's never been anything like it. It's what bass players have been wanting. It's what they need.
We've got all kinds of great modeled bass guitar sounds in this unit, as well as synthesis and effects and Cosm amp modeling. I'll go through some examples here right off the bat. So let's check this out. Notice that the actual synth sound responds from my fingers. I can play real light. I'll just go through some common synth bass sounds that we've programmed in here. Now remember, because it's not a pitch to MIDI conversion, there's no delays when I'm playing. Let's check out some of the modeling. We've got all kinds of different sounds in here. We've got acoustic, stand-up, upright, bass. We've got electric basses, and let's go ahead and show you what electric basses we have. We have jazz basses, vintage jazz bass, newer jazz bass, P basses, Rickenbacker bass. We've got a Thunderbird bass in here. We've got a souped-up jazz bass with humbucking pickups, active circuitry, etc. And we have the Beatle bass, of course, and we have a Music Man. Okay, now let's say we wanted to build our own. So we can come in here and choose what's called Verabass. Now with Verabass, everything's up to you. It's really, really cool. We come in here, and you get to pick the type of pickup you want. And let's say we want something in the bridge, a piezo type sound, or a humbucker, or a single coil. We'll keep single coil back there now. Front pickup, let's say we want a humbucker up there. Here it is in the bridge position, the piezo. So here's our humbucker. Now I go over here, what kind of tone controls do I want? Do I want it like a jazz bass, two-band with one tone, or do I want dual tones? Those are real popular. Let's leave it there. So I'll switch pages. There they are. There's volume and dual tones. I go ahead and switch here. Now I get to choose on my Verabass where I want the actual pickup. Do I want it right there next to the bridge? Or do I want it all the way up on the 12th fret? Way up there. So let's say I want it in a normal jazz bass position about here, and then I want to move my front pickup forward though to here. Yeah, that's a nice deep tone. Yeah, I like that. So now I'll push offset, and this is a really cool feature. Check this out. I want to keep my bridge pickup the same, so I'll go to my front pickup. I want to make the low strings sound punchier, so I'm going to actually move the pole piece back on this pickup. Come down, move the next one over, maybe like this. Move this one back just a little bit, like so. I'm going to move this one forward. This one a little more forward than that. And let's say I want this C string way up here. Now what I get is my low string sounding really nice and tight and bright. But as I come up, I get a warmer tone as I come up the strings. And a softer tone on my upper strings and a harder edge on my bottoms. So let's say we want to keep that. I come in, exit there, go to the next page. Do I want my pickups in or out of phase? I can get a different phase type sound. Typical jazz bass type out of phase sound or in phase. Okay, so I like that. I'll keep that. And now I can go in here and I can choose how much body resonance I actually want to add to this. Do I want to add just a little bit, as in a half-size acoustic type instrument? Let's say I wanted this instrument to be an acoustic bass guitar. So I'm going to give it a bigger body resonance and come down here and bring up my body level. Of course, I can back that off. So there's a little bit of boominess in there with that sound. Okay, so I like that. And now, what about tuning? Well, actually, I can come over here and I can figure out all kinds of different tuning aspects here. Here's my top string. Why don't I go ahead and say, well, I want that up an octave. I want my top strings maybe up an octave. With the original tone in there. But my individual strings down here don't have that upper octave. I can do that on any of the strings in any combination on any of these patches. Okay, I could have synth tones, model tones on any one of these strings and have clean tones of the bass on any of the strings. So individual tuning is totally happening here. Now I want to model my amp. Now I want to come in here and I want to turn this on and I want to actually choose between what? An SVT, a Ampeg flip top, a Bassman, a Vox overdrive. Here's an SM400 SWR. Here's an AH600 Trace Elliott. Here's the 360 acoustic that Jocko made popular. And here we are with a super flat acoustic bass. I've even got amp models for guitar distortion in here.
I want to hear the modeling of the Ampeg amp, upper 3 strings with the synth, chorus, reverb, and just to kind of show the tracking of the V-Bass, just slap through this. Ladies and gentlemen, Alain Caron right here.
What you need.